Welcome to another edition of King Joe's Card Log or what do you want to call it. But in this set, I'm going to show you what I have is some, this is some DC cards and some other comic cards. We start off when we open it up. This is the DC Firepower set. And that's what the back of the cards look like. We got Lobo, Maximum. Pretty much the same heroes over. And they actually label this one right, Captain Marvel. Surprised good old Marvel didn't sue him for that. Aquaman, Orion, Beetle, Deathstroke, Catwoman, Two-Face. Begin some of the villain cards. Neuron, Parallax, Poison Ivy, Black Adam. Some heroes to deal with Superman, Captain Marvel, these cards are actually a little bit embossed, raised up a bit. It was an 80 card set, and then it had 20 maximum power cards. This is actually a promo card of Superman. The maximum power cards, which was 20 of them. And then there was 2 hollow burst cards. Okay, it's 18, 19, 20. There's the 2 hollow burst cards. Superman blasting a thing and Batman kicking somebody, which I think you can see Batman pretty good. And this was actually a giant size promo card. This is put out by the Edge Company. This is Judge Dredd. Was this card put in backwards? Yeah. This is, I think, called the Epic set. Judge Death lives. And this was a 100 card set. I'll have to find out till we get to the end. Necropolis, Judgment Day. I think these are all stories, part of the Judge Dredd comic books. No, it was a 90 card set. And as usual, they had insert cards. 3 see-through cards from the Stallone movie. And then prismatic cards. Judge Death, Judge Fire, Judge Fear, and I can't remember what the hell is this guy's name. Judge Mortis. And they also had these cards too, which, or what? The Legends subset. Judge Dredd Legends. That was the wrapper. And then they had a different type of thing, Death Dimensions, which was the same thing as the prismatic cards, but they're just black. Oh, too, they had these things, Sleep of the Just, 9 card insert set. Forgot about them. Now this is Fangoria cards, put out by Comic Images, which just shows covers of the magazines over time, and that's what the backs look like. You'll see some great horror movies you might recognize, some sci-fi, like there's The Addams Family, The Fly, Gremlins, the movie FX. There's Freddy, there's Total Recall, the movie Life Force, Nightbreed, Sleepwalker, Little Shop of Horrors, Evil Dead 2, Lost Boys, there's Hellraiser, Prince of Darkness, that movie there, The Shining, Pumpkinhead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Darkman, American Werewolf in London, Gremlins 2, Phantasm, Child's Play, Fright Night, Nightmare 4, Halloween 4, Pinhead. The last couple cards are just some of the makeup and special effects. Pretty much vampire and ghouls. Checklist. And then they had 6 chrome inserts. Terminator 2, the Predator. And then Jason. This was a promo card, and that's actually what the wrapper looked like. Now we do ShadowHawk cards, put out by Comic Images. An image comic from Comic Images. Most of the Comic Image stuff is pretty cheap set-wise to pick up. At least for base sets. Insert cards, you'll pay a little bit more for some of them, depending on when it was. Because the earlier Comic Images didn't have insert cards when they first came out. They just had the sets. And it's hard to find the sets on eBay with wrappers included, because people threw the wrappers out. That Shadow, I think this was a 90 card set. You got Spawn. 72 cards already. And then the checklist, and they had 6 prismatic insert cards in with this set, and that's what the wrapper looked like. Now you have here DC Icon Series, or the Dakota Universe, or Milestones, you want to call it. They did the sheets, these that the 9, they fit, make a nice little 9 pocket. Each one will make a 9 pocket picture. See? Gee, Jimmy Palmiotti. I didn't realize that they actually had the artist did their own sketch cards in this. And here's the insert cards. There's 100 cards and 2 insert hardware and static. And that's what the wrapper looked like. The next set is DC Bloodlines. I never particularly cared for this set of DC cards, so it was put out to go along with the annual Bloodline set that ran, which I never got. I never bought until a while, and I actually never read any of them, so because I don't have the full set, so I won't read it until I get the whole set, so I know the whole story. But it couldn't have, because a lot of the characters that came out here, you see that I don't see any of them in the DC universe nowadays. And the 2 checklist cards. And then on this there was 4 special Superman cards. The Superman Redemption card, and that's actually a promo, and that's what the wrapper looked like. And that does it for this edition of King Joe's. As always, I thank you guys for viewing and subscribing.